Alright guys, Flave from Boxing Evolution TV, and I'm here with Alex Reid. How you doing, Alex?
I'm a little bit tired. It's an exhausting night. This is work. I love this. I actually don't consider it work because I do love it, but we do actually work very hard. I was saying to my mum last night, you don't do a proper job, she was saying to me. I said, no, what I do I'm very passionate about, and I love this so much. I put everything into it, so right now I'm a little bit tired.
But at the end of the day, you're tired from doing what you love. What can be better than that? You know, you're going to sleep at night with a smile on your face.
Absolutely. And I said this at the beginning of the show. I watch fight shows all the time. It's my passion. But watching so many of them, you can get a bit bored. But I actually prefer these sort of fights, finally, to like big UFC fights, because the guys have got nothing to lose. They're all passion, and they're putting everything on the line. You can sort of. I like this. Saying that, if you had Muhammad Ali fighting Mike Tyson, or like Anderson Silva fighting when it was at Rich Franklin, or Tito Ortiz versus Chuck Liddell, those were the big fights. Yeah, I'm going to watch those. But I find the guys who've got nothing to lose sometimes just as exciting, because you're trying to work out what they're going to do. Sometimes guys in the middle, just building up, they've got a bit of backing behind their career. They play it safe, and the fights can be boring, you know. But unless there's two guys, the build-up's been going for so long, and like you're invested in it emotionally. But other than that, I like the guys here because they want to get out there and they want to be at the top, so they've got nothing to lose. Yeah, I'm going to kill them.
I mean, funny enough, I was just saying it earlier to one of my friends. I was saying these fights, I almost enjoy them a little bit more because they're unpredictable. You never know what people are going to do, and they're so hungry that they give it their all. Whereas, like you said, the more experienced guys, they tend to be a little bit more careful because they've got more to lose.
And do you know, it's funny because I don't fight really anymore. Although I've had a few fights this year already, but I look at the younger guys and I'm like, oh, I should be the passion. And it's as you've I don't know, over 300 fights, you start to like, oh, that looks a bit painful, and you actually wonder if you can do it yourself anymore. When you see young lads, they've had a couple of fights and they're going and they're doing all these amazing moves, and I'm like, exactly that. I'm playing it safe. I know, like, if you do something wrong, you end up in a world of hurt. And really, the guys I fight, they want to kill me, and they literally can kill me. But so you play it safe, and like, these guys don't, and that's what I like. It's risky. It's like that car crash mentality. You can't help. You don't want to see it, but you can't help yourself watching it.
I mean, that was going to lead me on to your next thing. I mean, recently you fought Tony Giles, you fought Luke Sainz. I mean,
as well.
Oh, and you had a fight in Ireland.
Well, I hadn't fought really for 2 years, I used the fights, and I'm in bits. My body's ruined. I shouldn't say that. That's law of attraction. I'm going to be even more. I walk around like all stiff. My new mantra is, I'm young, I'm fit, I'm healthy. Yeah. But I fought, hurt and bust up. Injuries. Did a lot of painkillers and drugs like that to just get me through it. And that's not good. I don't want to be like that. And now I have to look at it. If I get healthy again, I love this with a passion and I want to keep doing it, but at the moment I'm not healthy. I hurt when I go to bed at night. I feel, even though I fought injured, I'm tough, and I felt I still won all of my fights. I lost 2 of the fights. I took a fight in Ireland on a week's notice, and I felt I beat the Irish champion. But there's 10,000 Irishmen.
It's always the way with fight sport, isn't it?
If I got a knockout, I felt like I might have got a draw, and I felt like I beat Luke Sainz. I was like, yeah, and I'm like, hang on a second. Oh well, yeah. And I was the current champ, so to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. But what I always say, if you leave it in the hands of the judges, you can end up with a bad decision. And I wore the fight in my face, so yeah, I'm talking like that. I still got a little bit of ego. I'm seeing these young. I want to get in there a little bit, but then there's another side of me, like getting a bit older, and I want to pay bills, and this takes so much out of you. And
because last time I saw you in Slough. I think it was at the Evander Holyfield night, and you were talking about Anderson Silva.
Yeah, he just thought he was about to fight for the second time, where he just lost. He fought Weidman and lost, and I actually interviewed him, like you're doing to me, for another documentary, and he said his head wasn't right, and I was like, he said he'd got his head together and he was going to go for it again, but there's a point. He's exactly the same age as me, and there's a time when you have to say, is enough enough? And he still can retire now with hero-ship. I mean, he's still amazing. I mean, at some point you're gonna. I look at another one, Fedor Emelianenko. So someone found his secret Achilles heel, and then he started losing.
I mean, the trouble is with fighting is that it's such a buzz and it makes such a big part of your life. When it comes to that time to retire, there's a void, isn't there? And I think that's why, you know, let's look at Bernard Hopkins in the boxing world. You know, he's however old he is, 48, I believe it.
No, he's really super clean living. The thing, I was fighting almost as much for make a couple of pennies. There's not really any money. I did it for therapy. Almost. It's crazy. Being in this cage, for me, in my crazy world, all the rubbish that's going on, being attacked in the media and what have you, illegal stuff, it is the most therapeutic place. But that's not good. I'm in there to because it's become peaceful. Someone punched me in the face is peaceful, because it's a distraction from the real pain of life. And like Rocky says, nothing hits you harder than life. And seriously, that's not good. I mean, as a professional athlete, I was going to the gym. I go to the gym when I'm in my peak to be the best. Recently, I'm going to the gym to distract myself, because fighting is like, this is peaceful. I can't think about anything else. And this other guy trying to beat me up, and if I don't, he's going to bust me up. And I'm free. Weirdly, I'm in a cage, but I'm free. What's that all about? I understand it, but it's. And
I just want to touch on something else. You seem to be in a really happy relationship at the moment. You know, you've been in the press for your other relationships, which didn't seem to turn out too well. But it seems like you've met someone that you really gel with at the moment, and I'm happy for you. It looks like it's going well. That must add help with things.
Yeah, it does. It does. It really does.
he's getting emotional. Yeah. I didn't want to touch on it too much, but I'm just saying, you know, it looks like you finally met someone who you're getting on well with, and I'm happy for you, mate.
Yeah, she's a good girl, and it's nice. I mean, I'm from a strong family unit. My mum and dad, I'm youngest of 6, been married for more than 50 years. So, you know, it was very sad when my previous 2 relationships didn't work out, but the one I've got now is a good girl.
And sometimes, you know, those are what lead you to the right thing. So, but anyway, I don't want to touch on that too much. Anyway, guys, this is Alex Reid. You know, I'm looking.
I don't want any more legal rubbish. Yeah, okay. So
you won't be getting anything from this interview anyway. So anyway, guys, Alex Reid, great fighter, great man, and I look forward to seeing whatever you do in the future.
Thank you, sir.
Take care. Flave for Boxing Evolution TV, over and out.